We may have given that away slightly when I asked Sam to smell my Krell bow earlier.
Faturday Omaha.
Eat this.
Welcome to the Food Talking Network.
That the FTN.
Oh, wait, that's not us. That's not us.
We should start the FTN, the Food Talking Network.
Network?
Yeah, we can get with all the local podcasts.
We just sit there and mukbang on live TV, just eat food.
What is that?
Oh, we're so good.
That's fantastic.
That's terrible.
I
never understood people who like to watch other people eat on
Eat?
the internet.
Oh.
It's a weird thing.
I like to watch people cook and then tell me about what's going on or review the food that they've, but to actively watch people eat?
Yeah, it's like the one guy, and then comes the bacon. Damn. You just sat there and ate it in the car and you watched him. Like, that's weird.
He did have a catchy song, though.
No, that wasn't his song. Someone made that into a song.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Someone
You're
took
right.
his mukbang and then made a song into it.
Oh, well, there was this time when TJ and I tried to do a live episode at El Pollo Tote. It almost worked, except for the fact that the food smacking noises. Yeah, so apparently there's some type of like DNA genetic thing where type noises like actually bother you because of
my
your
favorite.
Yeah, I think I have that gene where it bothers me. So I can't listen to myself do that. So I don't want to project that on the world. So if we do that, a live eating episode, we'll have to just
I won't let that happen.
we'll filter that out. So a late night Faturday adventure
Yeah.
that may or may not have been on an actual Saturday, but
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't, because it's really just when we decide to go eat, and sometimes that happens on other days, and it's
So when we decide to have a food adventure,
it is, and
when I decide to put on my fedora,
yes,
put my fat whip on,
yes,
get my pistol revolver with 6 rounds of butter, and go on an adventure.
your foodora.
My foodora.
Foodora.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
If you didn't,
Duh.
you did now. So, and not only a food adventure, but a cuisine we're familiar with this evening, but a brand new place-ish. Hasn't been open that long.
No, I think it's been open since beginning of December, mid-December.
That sounds about right.
Right about there.
Yeah. So, I guess if we did a topographical map of the locations where Faturday Omaha has podcasted from, a lot of them would be in Benson. That's a
Yes.
hot spot for fun food.
Fun food is actually correct.
Yes.
It's different things and shapes and sizes and tastes of things you're familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, burrito envy, sushi burrito. Hello, we talked about
Yeah.
that one. We've got
Taco Company.
Ika, the hot rocks sizzling appetizer and
Yeah.
all of its craziness. And so tonight was the new spot, Jojos Diner.
Jojos.
Yeah.
Which for the longest time I thought it was Gojos.
Oh, no, that would be the hand cleaner. We don't.
Or it would be the Casey restaurant, or it would be the place that I ate in Waukegan, Illinois,
Oh, I did
or
not know this.
Wisconsin,
Okay.
with Bert's secret sauce.
Oh no, not that. Refer to
Yeah.
earlier podcast episodes for a description of Bert's secret sauce.
But yeah, thankfully it is Jojos.
Yes, and also in relation to some of the fun food mentioning Ika, so Jojo's is owned or started up by the same people that run Ika and Takeo Chingon. Yeah. So, but yeah, and of course we said it's Benson, which is located generally around the Omaha vicinity. But to find it exactly, one would have to go to 6118 Military, Omaha, Nebraska. You have to join the military to go to Jojo's?
Duh.
Huh, okay, I didn't know. I guess you are part of the Burger Army, aren't you?
General.
There you go. Omaha, Nebraska, and 68104. And for TJ, who is not here with us, this receipt has a special gift for him. It is 68104-4001. There's a +4 on this.
In case you want to get directly into that mail carrier's hand.
I mean, you make it? Your GPS takes you precisely into the mailbox at that point, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's fantastic. So guaranteed seating, although the booth is very small inside the mailbox. So let us continue with approaching. So parking a little tough this evening.
Well, it's Benson on a weekend
Correct.
night. So
yes, this is
yeah.
not the fault of the restaurant. This is just an active urban area where things are happening. So that
all
is
the
fine.
time.
All the time, and definitely in the evening hours. So stepping up to Jojo's, they have a sidewalk-facing front door and a nice neon sign that says
Jojos.
So you know where it's at. And walking in, I have to say, I kind of like the format of this thing. Like, it's it's a acute angle, maybe even an obtuse angle of seating in here.
I will go obtuse, I think.
I think you're right. I think it is in excess of 90 degrees, therefore an obtuse angle.
Yeah.
Because you walk in and you've got a couple of seats that are up by the cooking area, and then
A lot of counter space.
Yeah, so you can saddle up to the diner area, or you can head back. The tables are along the wall. There's the ever popular half booth. I like to put that extra couple letters in there. Half table sitting in there, and it does angle obtusively towards the back where there is kind of a smaller pocket of tables, which is where we sat this evening.
We sat in the quiet section.
It was a good spot, and it was frickin' cold outside. And so it was nice to have the heat shield of the grilling area between us and the front door. So, because it was chilly. Similar to Takiera Chingon and Ika, the art style inside, they got some graffiti happening.
It's very urban.
Yes.
They mix urban with classic diner Americana type decor.
I would agree. I would agree with the we determined the regulation diner print flooring, yes.
Yes.
Yes, located in all good diners around. And the seating right up there by the grill area. Then you got the graffiti on the wall, and they actually have shout outs to their other restaurants. You can find Chingon references, and I don't know if there was
Tata was in there.
Oh, right. Where's that? I don't even
It was on the wall to my left.
And so, yeah, and then they kind of have a half-broken brick wall that kind of covers up the bottom of the graffiti, so there's like a brick missing or here or something like that. So yeah, it's a fun place. It's got neat decor. Whoever their graffiti artist is does a good job in their restaurants, so they're pretty cool.
I'm going to say to my fellow larger gentlemen out there,
Yes,
the chairs here that are not the booths
booths.
are very thin.
Oh, so be careful.
When I sat down, I was like, am I sitting on one of those plastic picnic yard chairs that you get on 4th of July?
Oh, you were worried?
Where someone kicks out the leg and it breaks. I was a little worried. So just be careful to my larger, taller gentlemen. Don't go a-plopping in those chairs. You might end up facing some danger there. So just a pro tip.
Don't go a-plopping. Sit on the booth side.
Sit on the booth side or gently lay your cheeks into the chair.
Placing cheek one first, then cheek two.
Exactly.
Yes,
please.
don't simultaneously cheek. You're in trouble there.
And I will say that I had that little debate on whether or not I've been in that building before.
Yes.
I looked to the left and to the right after I left. And yes, this actually used to be a little practice performance venue for bands, which does not reflect that in any way, shape, or form now. So
They do have a jukebox, though.
no, they do, but I'm just saying it doesn't look anything like it used to look.
You can play. I looked. You can play. There's like No Effects or something like that. It was not DOS Effects. And then you can play Prince after that. They have an interesting selection. I didn't try it out, but interesting. Well, there it is. So that's the place.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the instructions on where to sit and how to sit. So you
Gingerly.
you need to stop. Don't plop. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. So now that we have that going, how about we talk about some food?
I suppose. I mean, this is a food podcast after all.
It is. This is not the recycling podcast.
It's not. That
Okay.
comes up after us.
Oh, good. Film at 11. All right. So, which is hard on a podcast. So, okay. Well, let's crack into this thing. Before I do that, Sam, would you smell my Krelbo? Now, for those that don't know, the Krelbo is the other side of the elbow here. Just stick your nose in here. Just
Do I really need to do
yeah,
this?
really.
What?
We're just live. Just
Hold on. I gotta adjust my microphone.
Yeah, in the
All right. I got a real whiff there. That wasn't for radio. That was actually happening. Okay.
I smell like a burger. I got here in the podcast area, and I'm like, I'm not sure how my nose graced across my arm in some way, but I'm like, I smell like a burger.
Your elbow very much smells like the inside of Louis M's. Or Jojos.
Yes, I think that Yankee Candle should get down on this. If
Yeah.
I burned a burger candle and a ketchup candle at the same time, life would be
my
good.
goodness.
Yes, I need this. So okay, now that we have that over with and that strangely awkward yet needed
That was
moment.
strangely awkward. I think this is the strangest thing I've ever done on this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Possibly.
indeed. But it
Smell the inside of my elbow real quick. Not just for radio, but actually smell the inside of my elbow.
because it smells like burger.
It does.
Okay, so so the menu here. Let's talk about that for a second because it is a very time dependent menu. So
Which is odd.
Yeah, much like the bank safes and things in other establishments
Yeah.
where it's like bank safe automatically locks after 10 o'clock and they have the sign
Which
on the
you
wall.
can no longer have chicken.
That's right. That's right. So
The chicken vault is locked.
that's right. The chicken vault. So they have like a what is it, like 3 to 6 menu, something like that, and then the 6 to 10, something like that. Let's see. Let's get a little more exact than that. There's a
Science.
breakfast menu, and there is a dinner menu. So the blue side, breakfast; red side, dinner. Then they had the late night menu, which
we didn't see.
we did not. So we were actually operating on the 3 till 10 menu, which does not have the breakfast options, but has some other interesting things on here. So take a look online. Their menu, I believe, is posted currently on Facebook in their photo section. I don't think it's on their website. So check that out. I wanted to order a couple of different things, which I did, and you did as well, so we could get a good sampling.
Did we
this
really
thing.
order different things?
Well, there was the kind of thing where we
Let's talk about that.
accidentally lined up on the same thing, but that's okay because we ordered slightly different and then the same. So we'll have some common ground and then some differing opinions and reviews. So it's good. It's good. This is fine.
Okay.
This is fine. I think I'm gonna. Can I start with dessert? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you
Okay.
actually started with dessert, to be honest.
I really did. I really did. So they have a very interesting milkshake and float menu. First of all, they're kind of unique. They're named very differently. Actually, all their stuff on their menu is kind of named in a fun fashion. But you can get boozy milkshakes here. So that you can get, they had one that was like an orange dreamsicle type thing, had orange soda, ice cream, and tequila. Whoa, okay. And so you can get the boozy shakes or floats. I went ahead and went with a shake because they have a rotating shake special, which I think is fun. So they've got their standard things. And I said, hey, what's the rotating shake special? Does the shake rotate? She said, no, the shake does not rotate. But it's fixed. It's static. But no, the rotating shake special was a chocolate pudding milkshake.
Yeah, it was.
And there was an interesting discussion. By the way, our waitress was great. She was super nice, and I asked her a bunch of questions before Sam got here because I was like, what's the rotating milkshake? And she's like, well, it's the chocolate pudding milkshake. And I'm like, okay, so like, what's that about? Is there like pudding mix in there or what's going on? And the way she described it first was like, there's no ice cream in it. Like, it was just like pudding.
Pudding in a shake glass.
Like pudding. And I'm like, are you shaking the pudding with liquid? And so there was a little confusion, and she walked away, and I'm like, I'm a little like, I don't know what's happening or whatever, or with the shakes. And so she comes back and she's like, okay, so the chocolate milkshake has pudding mix and actual pudding in it. It's got both. And I'm like, yeah, pudding milkshake. It's got pudding. It's got pudding mix.
I like pudding.
That's a lot of pudding. And we had you and I many moons ago took a road trip to Zombie Burger out in the Des Moines area, and I had a cake mix milkshake that I liked out there. It's got a sweet grittiness that's just kind of fun and kind of different. So, all right, chocolate milkshake on the way. This thing was full to the brim of a glass regulation to standard shake glass. Correct. Yeah. So much so that she's like, "I'm sorry, it's over full," and I'm like, "This is not a bad problem. It's really full. Just please bring me some napkins because it's about to get all over the place." In here. The presentation on the milkshake, full to the literal top with a good thickness of milkshake. I don't like mine too thick where you take a pull on the straw and it's going to suck you back in into the bottom of the glass.
Makes your vein come out.
Yeah, it makes the vein come
forehead.
out. Yeah, and you have to go into one of those hyperbaric decompression chambers like scuba divers do because you might get the bends if you try to deal with this thing.
Your straw goes completely flat at one end.
Yes, and the thing is I'm glad it was of this consistency because they use paper straws, which I'm okay with if they hold up. The paper straw actually did here, although I prefer to eat my shakes with a spoon because I'm just weird that way. But so this thing is full up to the brim, and then directly on the top is a plop of chocolate pudding.
I'm trying to think if that's ever a bad idea.
It really isn't, but it's
A plop up top.
it's for first
chocolate pudding.
First, you got to stop, don't plop, and now we got to plop on top. And I took a pull on this shake from the well constructed paper straw, and I'm just going to tell you, this sucker was great. There's plenty of times when we've been to plenty of burger spots, no question, and sometimes they have fun shakes, and it's nice to get a fun shake, and then you kind of drink it, and you're like, it's okay. This is kind of fun, but yeah, I could do without it. Right? It was all right. This was awesome. I really liked it. The pudding mix that was built in there, or whatever, and then the plop on top, and without, I could get a spoonful of pudding with some ice cream together.
Yeah,
it was super good.
Can I go ahead and just confess something right now? I invented that maneuver.
Oh, you did?
You may remember a day,
Yes,
way back when. There's a place mythically known before Faturday was a thing. Called Old Country Buffet.
Oh, my.
Or Old Buntry Cafe, depending
OCB.
on where you come from.
Yes.
Now, back at the day at the OCB, Old
Yes.
Country Buffet, you could get free pull handle ice cream,
Oh, yes.
along with other assorted pastries, cakes, and other confections of sweetness.
And as a small child, this is brilliant.
Now, of course, I would do my due diligence and have a plate of food.
Sure.
But the highlight of the show
Yes.
is to grab a soup cup.
This is next level.
Because the little ice cream bowl that they give you,
Nah.
you just get this little pull, and you barely have room for toppings.
And it almost slides out as you're walking to the table, doesn't it?
Right?
Yes.
Soup bowl. Okay. Pro move number one.
Oh, yeah.
Back when I'm a youngster. This is how you know I have my Saturday cred. You put the soup bowl under the pole. Of course, you get the twist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You indulge in the vanilla and the chocolate and the twist.
Why not?
But before you make a stop to the ice cream machine,
Yes.
you walk over to where all the tasty, delicious treat confections are,
Yes.
and you go over to the pudding.
Oh, my.
You get yourself 2 scoops
Yeah.
of pudding,
Uh-huh.
and you line the bottom of your soup bowl.
Oh, my gosh. This is brilliant.
And then
Yes.
you go over to the ice cream, the swirl. You pull the handle.
Yeah.
You fill that sucker up.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Yes.
you go back to the confections.
What?
You get your cookie crumble. You put it on there.
Yeah,
get your
you
chocolate
do.
chips. Put it on there. A little bit of butterscotch. A
Yeah.
little bit of hot fudge.
Oh, my gosh.
And you are in dessert nirvana.
Whoa.
So, I'm going to say this right now, Jojos. Get out of my head. Thank you. And now, you may think I'll be making this up. When Marissa and I took our last trip to Wisconsin
Yes.
with my children, there's a remaining OCB up there.
Oh, my.
And she wanted to go there. I said, this is a mistake. This food is nowhere good as your childhood brain remembers it.
Correct. Yes.
We went there.
Uh-huh.
We ate.
Did you?
It was terrible.
Yes.
But I still pulled off
Yeah.
the pro move.
Yeah, you did.
And I had to make my daughter one because she thought it was the most amazing thing ever. Thank you.
That's,
I rule.
you know, I've known you for a long, long time, and I never knew this. This is awesome. This is
So that milkshake you had a special place in my heart.
it has a special place in my stomach because it was delicious. In fact, I told the waitress, I'm like, that was good. I would love to see them put that on the menu because, dang, oh yeah, man. I was like, and my guess is they're probably using slightly better ice cream than even the old country could provide.
Of course.
So, if you, I'm going to just tell you, all the rest of you out there, you should try this, or maybe try one of their other fun shakes. There's a ton of options, but I'm just going to say, Sam, if you go back at some point and they have that thing, you should order it.
Of course,
because it's real good. So, all right, that's the milkshake.
Okay.
Should we meet in the middle and talk about mac and cheese?
Well, I did do a little bit of homework today about this place because I was excited, and Benson places just kind of get me a little tickly in the brain because
yeah,
you're going to go on some type of adventure because all their places are so uniquely different, doing their own thing, but yet familiarity of stuff you've had. So I was pretty stoked about this. So I looked online and started doing some prelim science. Everybody rant and raves about the mac and cheese. I said, well, that is definitely be a stop on my tour.
Sure.
So we both ordered the mac and cheese because
did.
I know who you are.
I love mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese dude.
Documented.
Right.
Yes.
So we get this and it comes in a tiny
little cast iron skillet.
cast iron skillet,
Yeah.
which is very reminiscent of Big Green Q.
Oh.
So that made me happy already because Big Green Q makes a delicious mac and cheese.
That they do.
Let's talk about this mac and cheese. It is was it rotini noodles?
Yeah, so
in
let me give you the full rundown.
Please.
First of all,
Science that.
Yes, in the fun name area, this one definitely hits there because this one is the straight mac and cheese.
Straight mackin'?
Yep, straight mac and all day. So this is rotini pasta, triple cheese mornay, herbs, ricotta, which I thought was an interesting addition to the existing cheese, and a citrus panko crust. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So the panko crust, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It plays with the extreme creaminess of the mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Very creamy, very tasty. Not a very sharp taste.
No.
Very, if I had to say, old school mac flavor. It's an old school mac flavor.
Yeah.
But it's in a cast iron skillet.
Straight mackin'.
And it's baked,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
I don't know how else they got that magic crumbly on top.
I think yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is just a very delicious mac and cheese. Now, I was quizzed when I walked through the door.
Oh.
My lady saw what I had, and she was telling me about that mac and cheese. I said, well, it was delicious. Was it the best I've ever had? No. But is it upper echelon? Yes. I liked it. I would order it again. And to be honest, out of the 3 things that I did order, I think this was probably the highlight of my meal.
Oh.
I really enjoyed the mac and cheese. In fact,
Yes.
I was pounding on my other 2 items, and I realized I had a whole half cast iron skillet of mac and cheese. I stopped, ate the rest of the mac and cheese, and then continued about my day because I did not want to leave that behind in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Good detail there. This was, as you said, and I've said many times, we like a good saucy mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But this combined it. You did the best of both worlds because, like you said, it had the baked top, and then it had this super sauce underneath, and was kind of interesting because when yours and mine came out at the same time, and I saw yours, and yours had this like saucy edge on it, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a good saucy mac and cheese. And mine didn't. Mine was just baked all the way across. It just had a little bit more of an edge than yours. Not significantly different, but enough that I'm like, oh, I wonder if Sam got the saucy one and mine's not. I popped the top with my fork on this thing.
Into the crust.
Yes.
Into the pie crust.
Yes. And so underneath, then out comes the rotini and sauce. And I've got a video of this. I'll post it on social when we get time. But it was so hot and saucy, it fogged up the camera on my phone.
Let's talk about that. The weird thing, too, maybe not the weird thing. This is the science of cast iron. That thing did not go cold.
Never.
Ever.
Yeah.
I had to keep, I got halfway through one of my main entree. I got halfway through the other side that I got, and I was still taking pulls off it, and it was still hot.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact,
I was still blowing on it.
Tell them about the fork.
So, okay. Well, let's just say what I got. The other thing, I got a burger, and I got their specialty fries. So I'm like, okay, I got me a bite of the burger, or I got me a bite of the mac and cheese. So let's figure out about the burger. Let's take a bite there. Let's get some of these fries. Let's figure this all out real quick. See what we're playing with. I put the fork into the mac and cheese, went over to my burger, took a bite, swallowed that down, went over to the fries, got me a swipe there, threw that in my mouth, leaving the fork in the cast iron skillet. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, okay, well, let's get back into this mac and cheese. I pull myself another bite, blow on the top, and the fork itself had become baked from the cast iron skillet. And it was nuclear, and I might have singed the inside of my lip with the fork that sat in the mac and cheese.
You got a 4-prong tattoo on your lip.
Yeah.
So yeah, this mac and cheese nails everything that you and I have talked about on like every mac and cheese we've ever got. It's saucy. It's flavorful. Like you said, it's not super sharp. It's mild, but cheesy, no question. And with the baked cheese and the cheese sauce, there's cheese all over this place. So it's cheesy, it's saucy, it gets the crunchy top. or the sauce, you can regulate how much crunch and how much sauce you want. It's got good presentation. It looks amazing. This was super good, man. I could see why people might have been, you're looking up reviews or whatnot. People are mentioning this stuff. It's good. It's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that would put it as a favorite is if they just add something a little different to it. Like Big Green Q has that smoke flavor to it, or like Mouth of the South. Theirs was a sharp white cheddar, was it not? I believe
Something. Yeah. I mean, theirs was very different, and
I do like my mac and cheese to have that kick of something on it. But this was a very good example of a delicious mac and cheese.
And I think you said upper echelon. I will second that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. The mac and cheese. It's good. Give it a shot. So
moving on. You didn't get another side, did you?
I did not get another side.
You got a main course.
I got a main course with some fries that came with it. Do you want to talk about your other
let's
side?
talk about my other side.
The Barrio fries.
Could you please give them a description of
I
Barrio fries?
sure can. The Barrio fries have chives, bacon, creme fraiche, and Barrio sauce, which I asked him about, and is a mayo-based
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce, yeah.
Because I read also in the review, basically I didn't go for reviews. I was just looking at pictures of food.
Sure.
And with the pictures of food, people were commenting on what they liked with it. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I know things. It's a house secret sauce. They're not going to tell you what's actually in it. I'm sure they told you the base in case you have allergies. But so let's start with the fry. The star attraction of a fry is the fry.
It's the fry, typically.
It's a battered fry.
It is.
Which, you know what? I found out today. I think I'm a fan of battered fries more than any fry ever.
It is.
I really love battered fries. They're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. They give you something a little extra.
Yeah.
So these sauces, these things they decided to put on these Vadio fries.
Yes.
Because we'll Mexican it up a little bit. Some Vadio fries.
You can do that due to your heritage.
Not the Barrio.
Not
Not the Barrio.
Barrio.
The Vadio.
Yeah.
So this is a good fry thing. It's very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even tangy. It's just a muted, delicious flavor profile of creams, as the best way to put it.
Wow, okay.
It's not super cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super sour creamy-esque.
Because with the creme fraiche, or
Right.
wanted on it, yeah.
It's just a delicious compliment for something that's not ketchup.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
you and I live on an aisle where burgers are used as garnish for ketchup.
It has been known to happen, yes.
Right. And the only other time I'll cheat on ketchup is when I go to Pepper Jack's with their house-made ranch. I will
Okay.
indulge in that for my fries. But that's it. Every other time it's ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I'm willing to cheat on ketchup with this Vadio fry.
Yes.
Vadio. It was really good. I see why people were getting excited about it. It is a delicious battered fry with these delicious sauces on top. It is not a strong taste. It's perfectly complementary to potato, to the batter of the potato.
Yes.
I highly recommend them. It's a neat, flavorful thing. Everything is subtle yet present.
Mm-hmm.
Fries hold up to the beating of those sauces. My only problem with the whole dish is those fries got cold rather fast. And that was kind of a sad
You should just
letdown type of thing.
stuck them on your
You're right. I
hot
should have just
plate.
put it on top of the thing, just let it bake the heat
Right.
underneath the plate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
pro move for next time, I suppose. We'll figure that out.
And, I wonder because the basket they were served in was real big since they were spread out. I wonder if that cooled them off a little
Probably.
quicker.
And I just took I got my burger. I took my regular fries from my burger and just slid them on over into
You did do that, didn't you?
into the Vadio fries. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You slid your fries right into the Barrio.
That's what I do. But I highly recommend them. Give them a try. It's something delicious, something unique, something you can't get anywhere else. Which it's kind of what Faturday is about. So I would give them a spin and good stuff.
Nice. I like it. Well, I guess that's on to the main course, except I will
Yes.
I will travel to the main course by way of the French fries because, as you know, I'm the French fry guy of this podcast.
The fry guy.
I also really like a battered fry. There's lots of fries. For the most part, all fries are good. Just some are better than others.
Yep.
And some fries I can take or leave, but usually, those are pretty good. I think this was a super fun choice. It's a thicker French fry. It's not a shoestring, and battered, and it's a longer French fry. They're kind of big.
They do have some long fries.
So I think if I had, I would like a little more crunch on mine. My potato was a little not solid, but a little firmer than maybe I would have liked in a perfect world. But I think this is just my opinion. I'm going to tell you that I don't think there's anything wrong with this fry. It's a unique fry. It's their fry. That's just for me. Nitpicking.
Splitting fries.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, pulling pork, So what's interesting is this fry is unique enough that if this fry was in a lineup, I could pick it out as a Jojos fry.
I would agree with that assessment.
All right. So there's the French fries on my part. Let's run over to the main course.
The main event.
Sam and I both got a burger, which we may have given that away slightly when I asked Sam to smell my Krell bow earlier. So here's what's kind of interesting. So this is a smash burger and fries. Quote them, go big or go home. The base burger runs $13. You get a double quarter-pound Wagyu smashed patty on a potato bun with shredded lettuce, American cheese, bread and butter, Butta, pickles, and barrio sauce. The barrio's back. You can also get it in a triple or a quad by ordering it stacked, and they have many different options you can put on top. You can put onions and mushrooms and an egg, and you can get 4 different types of cheeses, including the, quote, wicked sharp cheddar.
Wicked sharp.
And bacon.
Is that from Wisconsin?
Maybe so. So there's kind of the burger setup. Unlike some other places where it's like, we have the different named burgers, this one is always a build-your-own burger for the most part.
Relatively.
Yes. So that is the situation. Let us talk about these burgers.
Okay.
Shall we?
Well, I'm going to say you go first.
Okay. So we talk about the burger holder quite often on this episode.
Yes.
This episode. Any episode that we talk about burgers. So the burger holder was cool. It's a potato bun. That's kind of unique as a default bun. A little different. The bun leather on the outside had a nice sheen to it. A little split in the middle. And it held up well to my burger, which I really appreciate. They use a Wagyu patty by default, so they're already giving you a higher quality beef right out of the gate. And the default burger is a half pound. It's 2 quarter-pound patties. That's a decent sized default burger. We'll talk a little bit more about full factor, but I was definitely satisfied with the size of the burger that showed up on my plate. I didn't make any modifications with the exception of getting the barrio sauce on the side because, as has been documented, I am not a fan of the mayo.
Hey, Dave, do you like mayo?
No. However, if it's a house-made thing, I'll give it a shot. There's plenty of garlic aiolis out there that are tasty, and I did try it on the side and actually dunked the burger a couple times in it, so there you go.
Cool.
I did get mushrooms on this thing. Mm-hmm. These are the most unique mushrooms I've ever seen on a burger.
Really?
They were bun-length mushrooms.
What?
Yes. So these were like mushroom strips. So I don't know what the original size of this mushroom was, but if you put a little more char in it, you'd be like, oh yeah, we put bacon on there. But these are mushrooms. Yeah, they were, I mean, it was probably a good, I don't know, maybe a 3-inch long and maybe 3/4 to an inch wide mushroom.
Is it a shit-take mushroom? I mean, shiitake.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Austin. So the most unique mushroom besides maybe the one I had at Dario's, which is a whole different type of mushroom in general, but covered the burger. Like if you need to add this and you're like, I don't want to do bacon I'm not sure why you would not get bacon, but if you didn't want to do bacon, this would almost satisfy that same need because it's this extra textural element on your burger. And they didn't like fall off. Okay, a couple of them did because they were huge and there were a bunch of them. So that was unique. Plenty of cheese. I did not. I did a little dunk in ketchup. This burger does not need ketchup.
Nope.
That's a very unique thing because we're just talking about our love for ketchup. I gotta say, I really liked this burger.
Really?
It was very tasty. I didn't even slice it in half to start. I thought I'm just going to go straight into this burger because a lot of times I'll slice it in half and dissect the patty and whatnot. Yep. I did not. I'm like, I'm just going to go for a full-on burger bite. And took a bite and I'm like, wow, this is real good. And I got towards the end, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a little patty science. So I lifted up the little cheese, and I grabbed myself a little bite out of there, and I took a bite of this, and this beef has flavor. So I'm sure that the Wagyu beef and the seasoning they put on it definitely helps. It wasn't bland. This burger was not dry. The thing is that the base burger, the double patty with the toppings on it and cheese, even without anything, I think would just be tasty by itself. I mean, I like the mushrooms on there. I don't know if I need them because it was a tasty burger.
This is a tasty burger.
So I really like my burger, man. It was a darn good burger. I was very pleased with my burger.
Okay.
How about yours?
Interesting contrast here. I will say, we'll start with where you started, the bun. The burger holder, if you will. This was just a burger holder, in my opinion, not a burger holder plus.
Oh, interesting.
It did its job, yet it added no bonus features. There was no plus for me.
Okay.
It did its job. It held it together. No extra tastes.
Adequate. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
The beef.
Yes.
I'm just gonna review this as a bite. I'm not gonna section this. You know how everyone says that Dinkers is one of the best places in Omaha for a burger. I disagree with that statement. I find it to be a very normal kitchen burger, if you will.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing wonderful about it.
I see. Okay.
It's exactly how I feel about this burger.
Really?
I don't find anything wrong with it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't find anything wonderful about it.
Okay.
It's a good burger.
I respect that.
It's put together well.
I
It
see.
doesn't make my eyes glitter.
Yes.
Certain burgers do that. It's a fine burger. It's okay. It's great, but I have had more delicious burgers at other places with more fun, more exciting things happening.
Okay.
And to be honest, the reason why I ordered this burger is because of the limited selection on the menu for the evening.
It is a little small.
I wanted to try something neat, something unique. Their burger option is this, plus your toppings.
Uh-huh.
I was looking forward to some type of neat Benson burger that Benson could put a flag on.
Right. So like
Wasn't here.
You got your flag in the sushi burrito at Burrito Envy,
Right.
and then
Ika's got its thing going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Ted and Wally's down the street, Virtuoso. They
Hot
all
honey
have
pizza.
They all have their little
I
stamp.
see. Okay.
I could get this burger other places. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good example of what a burger is.
Okay.
Again, just didn't tickle any particular fancy in my repertoire that I needed. So to me, just an okay burger.
I respect your opinion there, and the other thing I suppose is the other items on the menu have some really creative interest.
Exactly. There was nothing there that was like, oh, and we have mac and cheese, or we have chili,
Oh my
or
gosh.
we have
That mac and cheese on that burger would have been insane.
right. If that would have been an option, that would have been like, well, hey, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Okay.
But alas, that didn't exist. So just a
gotcha.
very normal burger, and that's okay.
Got you. I think mine. I really enjoyed mine. Like I said, the potato bun being a bit different. The mushrooms really different. The voice of Faturday Omaha came out to eat with us this evening, and she got bacon on her burger, and she remarked that she really enjoyed the bacon. So, but I also understand what you're saying. You were looking for Benson flair options, and you didn't find one in this case.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Well, cool. Two differing opinions. This is good. I like it. I do believe, sir, that is the extent of the foods, yes?
Yes.
Shall we head on over to the next section in this podcast adventure?
Oh, well, tell me what's that next section?
I believe we're getting into the review
No!
and pointing of...
Where we break it down?
Break it
The
down
3 sections?
like we do. Can you tell us about them
Well,
sections?
we talk about our wallets. We talk about our tummies. We talk about taste. Wallets, did you find a value? Tummies, are you full? Taste, did you get anything extra delicious here? So we'll start it off with, as we normally do, the wallet portion. Do we feel like we got a good value for what we had this evening?
Yeah.
Dave, you want to start that off?
Sure, I will. So I had my bill and the voice of Faturday Omaha's bill this evening. So I got the rotating milkshake special burger. She actually got a burger with that bacon edition, and we got the mac and cheese. So I'll just break it down real quick. The milkshake, special milkshake, I got the non-boozy version, which was $6. My burger was 14 because I added on the mushrooms, and the mac and cheese was $9. Now, $13 for a half pound double for the double patty, so half pound Wagyu beef burger that had good flavor for me. That's a good price. So that's good. The milkshake, it's a high-end milkshake, so $4, $5, $6 for pretty much anywhere that's going to do a pudding, crazy milkshake where it's not just here's vanilla. I think that's real fair. The mac and cheese, while being an upper echelon mac and cheese, I really kind of want $1 or $2 back on that one. 9 bones is a little pricey, but it is upper level, and I think they're using some really good ingredients there. So good. So I will say I am good with the price that I paid this evening for my meal.
Okay. I do not have my receipt on me, but I do remember it was $32 and some change.
All right.
I only ate for one. I did not get 2 main courses. So to me, I would have, for instance, places we don't talk about that we were at recently.
Yes.
I got 2 main courses, and I did not bust $30. Here, 32 and some change.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need about $5 back. I agree with that mac and cheese price. $9 is a bit steep. Burger, I could use $1.50, $2 back on that. I'm just saying total. I am not in the neighborhood of decent. I am not in the neighborhood of okay. I need me about $5 back on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's see here, because the Barrio fries for you were $6, the mac and cheese was $9. So
And I think the Barrio fries would give me $1 back too. I think that's like a $4 thing. It's just fries and sauce.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Okay.
I think we're paying for Benson eating. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So give me $5 back. I'm good. Then that'd be good. But
Gotcha.
for right now, a little steep.
Just a couple dollars north of where you want to be.
Yeah, a little steep.
Okay. All right.
We will move on to the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about what you ate? Are you excited? Was it delicious, Dave?
Everything I had was good. The pudding milkshake was unique. Like I said, I've had a cake mix milkshake before. This is a little different with the pudding and the pudding mix in there. Cool combo. Thumbs up there. The mac and cheese, I think, Sam, you and I clearly both really like that one. It's a referenceable macaroni and cheese. And my burger was super tasty. So I enjoyed every single thing I ate. Therefore, thumbs up.
Okay. I'm going to be in the same neighborhood. I will go. I'll go. Things were tasty. Nothing was off. Everything tasted what it should have tasted like. Flavors were present. I didn't add anything to anything.
Just straight out the gate.
I didn't Sam a burger. I didn't put salt and pepper on my fries. I didn't put anything on anything. Everything was delicious. I think I'm really just mad that I didn't get a wow factor somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just wanted that.
If you got the wow factor, you'd almost be like in a perfect mode right now, wouldn't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, I think everything was fair. I'm okay with this. It's all right.
I like it.
Moving on to full factor.
Yeah.
Dave, how do you feel about the full factor?
Well, considering I had a pretty large milkshake, and then I had a half-pound burger, and I also had macaroni and cheese, which I did not finish all of, and I did not finish all of my fries because I would have been in a very, very uncomfortable place. I don't know if Pray for Deathland, it might have gotten close there. I was in whatever is driving past just a little Comfortville where like Dangerberg is on the horizon. I didn't make it there, but man, I was getting there, so I tapped out. I am totally fine with full factor. The fact that the default burger for $13 is a half pound with fries, good, man. Full. Very full.
Okay. So you and I were riding in the car together, I guess. We were hand in hand, bumping some tunes. Windows were down. Stomachs were being held in our hands. You got off at Dangerberg.
Uh-huh.
I decided to visit an old friend.
Oh, no.
In an old apartment building on an old street corner. We were back in her town.
Oh, man.
Yeah, breathing on the way home was not an enjoyable experience. Drinking this sparkling water that I'm having right now is not playing well with my stomach. It's
That's how you know when you're full and you don't have room for water.
It's just, carbonated water.
Oh, true.
It just tends to rough stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we made good decisions today. We made bad decisions today. I am in Hurt Town. Hurt Town is an okay place to be on Full Factor. In fact, it's kind of you want to be in Dangerberg.
Yeah.
You want to be right there,
Almost. Or out on the line.
right? But I did stupid, and I ate all my mac and cheese because it was so good. And then the Barrio fries were good all up until they got cold.
Yeah.
And of course, I am the burger boss, so I smashed that.
Of course.
That can't get left behind.
Correct.
Yeah, we're in Hurt Town.
That's wow. All right. So that's a success there. Okay.
Yes.
What happens now?
Well, we give it a little anecdote, a little star, if you will, an asterisk, a footnote. We talk about the fat life. Mm-hmm. The fat life is how often would you eat here? Would you be a repeat vendor here often? I myself am interested in the other menus.
Ah, yes.
I would like to try also other things. I could probably eat here on a bi-weekly basis. Mm-hmm. Just simply because it's simple Americana cafe food with a Benson oomph.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks sounds good to me.
You summed that up real well. It's like you've got like standard fare with the Benson oomph. It is definitely here. With the rotating shakes and the fact they have the morning menu, I'm kind of curious about that. I've seen pictures of their chicken and waffles. Looks kind of interesting.
The late night menu?
The late menu. They're open until 2 a.m., which is really nice because trying to get a good meal in Omaha after 10 p.m. is difficult.
It's hard.
Yes. So thank you for being open late. And actually, the voice of Faturday Omaha and I were talking, and it's like, if we were out on a Friday and we needed some food, and like, let's go get a burger at Jojos. I don't even have a problem with that at all. So
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, so that kind of that 2-3 week time.
There was
frame,
if we were at a show or getting done with a show or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's midnight. Do I want to go to Old Chicago or do I want to go to Jojos? I think it'd be Jojos.
I like that. I'm sold on that. So I'm going to give it the 3-week timestamp, which is really good. And keep in mind when we're talking, the fat life, the food life, when we want to come back, this is also like rotating amongst all the amazing places in Omaha. So this one's kind of frequent. So, and because I think you're right, Sam, it's that diner Americana, it's a burger and fries or whatever. It's probably a little more regular.
It's accessible.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm with you there. So yeah, there we go.
Okay. Now we're going to sum this all up and talk about our Frampton rating, the Faturday Omaha seal of approval.
Yes.
Dave, tell them about that.
Well, the Frampton rating, sometimes called the Faturday Omaha scale, is measured from 0 to 5 in half steps only. Now, being anywhere on this scale, even at a 0.5, is a good thing. These are places that we'd like to come back to for a Faturday. That is our special time for friends and food. And Sam, you have a great way to kind of relay this to the people so that it's understandable, and I do put this in my review and number. Tell them about it.
Well, if it's good or not.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
No, it's one of those places you kind of want to show off that says, hey, this is where I'm from. This is where I live. This is something you can only get here. Friends and family that may come out, to Omaha, bigger cities. They're like, hey, what do you got here in Omaha? Let me see what you got. Give me the gusto. This would be someplace like that. This would be someplace you'd be proud of. Someplace you say, hey, this is Omaha. We're awesome. So that kind of weighs a little bit there on my rating. So
Indeed. I like it.
I made you start. So I will start here.
Oh, my. Okay.
My Frampton rating, let's start with a problem that I have with them first.
Oh, my.
The lady came to the table. She said, besides water,
Oh, no, here it comes.
what can I get you to drink? Without hesitation, I looked her right in the eye.
And you said?
Can I get an iced tea? She looked back at me and said, nah. And I looked at her and said, excuse me, bruh? She looked right back at me and said, nah. You want to check yourself? Nah. It didn't really go like that, but basically they don't have iced tea.
You know what the voice of Faturday Omaha said? Can I have an iced tea? You know what they said? Nah. She did say that they were, so again, these guys have only been open for a little bit. I believe she said they are working on it, but this is also if this is your first episode of Faturday Omaha, this is kind of a running joke. Please go back to
Is it a joke, though? Because I really do like iced tea.
It's real because he really wants iced tea, but it's also funny because there's
Right.
some restaurants that just don't have it.
iced
So
tea.
there's that. Okay, all right.
All right, so that's a small dent in the armor. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I will say this does rank. They have interesting choices here. The Vadio fries. That's something that's neat, unique. The mac and cheese, an exceptional mac and cheese, and a cast iron skillet.
Yes, hot.
These are good things. I would like to see their burger options expand or offer some off-the-wall alternatives. It's not that hard to do. You don't have to go like 55 different alternatives. Just add one or two weird things. Maybe not even weird, just extravagant.
Maybe
something.
A rotating weird would be okay.
That'd be fine.
Yes.
Just something to kick it up a notch.
Okay.
That would get you a higher number.
Benson oomph.
Right? Give it that oomph.
Right.
That oomph, that stank. But as it sits right now with the two delicious that I had and the one standard that I had,
Yes.
I'm going to give them a 1 for now.
Okay.
I will stick with Jojos and see how they grow.
Okay.
I'm excited to do that, to say that.
Watch JoJo's grow.
To watch Jojos grow. I will be back. I will be checking on you. I hope to see things expand.
Yes.
I'm excited to be a part of it, if you will.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how JoJo's goes. This is a solid one. I would come back. I would bring friends and family there for the mac and cheese, definitely.
Yeah.
Tell them about them fries and say, hey, the burgers here are okay.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I had a solid 3 for 3. I got an appetizer, dessert, and main course. All of them were solid. And as we do before we get here, a little bit of Faturday behind the scenes, which you may have heard us allude to on earlier episodes. But we don't talk about our rating or foods or anything until we get here. So you get the freshest information directly into the microphone.
Off the cuff.
That is correct. So I'm actually going to give them a 3.
Really?
Yes. First of all, they have fun milkshakes. You can get them boozy or not. They got floats, boozy or not. They've got a rotating milkshake. That's fun. You had mentioned places that have like 50 different burger options or whatever. And like, man, maybe that could be
I don't need that,
overkill.
though. I don't.
Right. So I thought about this.
Do I like those? Yeah. Do I need them here at JoJo's? No.
No. What I kind of like, and Honest Abe's does a good job of this too, is, hey, we've got our standards. Throw in a rotation. So I can always get the standards, but you got one kind of fun thing. Now, they do that with the milkshakes. I could see where you might want that on the burgers, but they do that on the milkshakes. The menu names are fun, which,
Hold on.
Yeah.
While I was doing my picture research,
Yes.
I tapped the brakes and I said, Marissa, check this out. They have a beet plate. Beets, as in the vegetable beets.
Yes.
You know what the plate's called?
What's the plate called?
The dope beets.
The dope beets.
Okay?
That's fun.
That's fun.
That's fun. You can go for a vegan meal and order one of the best sounding things on the menu. No
Can I
question.
get the dope beets?
Right? Yo, I need them dope beets, and then I want the straight mac and cheese. So the options are fun. Like I said, with those milkshakes, the fact that they default you at a half-pound burger with Wagyu beef, and it already comes with fries. I don't have to add them on. All that stuff. I really liked it, and your point, Sam, that you're bringing up when we were describing the Frampton scale of would I bring some here and would they remember it? If they ate the meal that I had today, be like, yeah, what was that spot? It's a fun interior. It's a little different, obtusely angled, graffitied, with some tasty stuff. And I just thought a very flavorful burger. And it was good, man. I really liked it. So I'm going to throw a 3 down on this one.
Okay, just get some iced tea. We'll be good.
There you go. Fantastic. So I guess, man, is that it? That sounds like we
That's
talked about
pretty much
Jojos.
it. Benson, I love you. You keep making good hits
My
over and
gosh,
over.
Yes.
Bring back Bruce Leroy's Soul
Soul
Walk,
Walk.
please. I miss you so much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hugs for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm Sam.
Oh, I'm Dave.
This has been Faturday Omaha.
And we would like you to eat this.
Yeah, eat this.
And please share this podcast with someone who's
hungry.
Yes. Talk to you later. Bye.
Faturday Omaha.
Eat this.
Check this out. Check this out. You know what the plate's called?
What's the plate called?
The Dope Beats.
The Dope Beats.
Check this out.
It's the Mario's back.
Beat plate.
It's the Mario's back. The best sounding things on the menu.
The Dope Beats.
The Dope Beats.
That's fun.
Base burger.
The Vegetable Beats. The Dope Beats. Beat plate.
Base burger.
The best sounding things on the menu.
That's fun. Beat plate. The Dope Beats.
The best sounding things on the menu.